Has the Seattle Seahawks' biggest issue been fixed? Welcome in to today's edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones, your fearless leader, here with you. Thanks for joining us. We're talking all about the offensive line. It has been a problem for several years now for this Seahawks team. And last year, it looked about as bad as ever. On today's program, we are going to lay out the reasons why better days are ahead. Stay tuned. Before we do, folks, I want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I want to set our subs record for the month of July. Let's make this a July to remember. The most subs we've had on a single video for the month so far is 32. Let's get at least 50 more. We are on the way to a nice total of 69,000 subscribers in the channel. The only thing missing is you. Subscribe now for daily news and rumors, sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day. Live shows 3 days a week. News and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, Madden, Sims, and more, all right here on your Seahawks offseason headquarters. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. Are the repairs being made? Tim the Tool Man, home improvement. Has he been putting in the work to get this thing solved on the offensive line? Well, the offensive line issues very well could be resolved in 2025. Let's start with this from Michael-Shawn Dugar of The Athletic, who was asked, what's the biggest question mark for Seattle entering 2025? And he says, it's the offensive line. The answer to this question will define the season. The Seahawks have talented skill players at offense, and they're returning nearly every starter from a defense that was a top 10 unit in 2024. Sam Darnold demonstrated that he can be a competent quarterback when his supporting cast is strong. Is a potential lineup of Charles Cross, Gray Zable, Olu Olutimi, Anthony Bradford, and Abe Lucas enough to qualify as strong? Zable, a rookie, is the only new player in that lineup. New offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak and his front line hold the keys to the Seahawks season. I've said it before, and I will say it again, folks. The only thing that is holding the Seahawks back from being a playoff team in 2025 is the offensive line. When we fast forward to January, and we'll have the answer to this question, if the Seahawks are in the postseason or not, it's going to come down to, was their offensive line good enough? If their offensive line is good enough, they'll be in the playoffs, and anything can happen from there. But if the offensive line does not do its part, then they will not be going to the postseason. You look at the offensive line for Seattle. Charles Cross holding things down on the left side, coming off his best season yet. You got the rookie Gray Zable. Olu's expected to be your starting center, although he's facing some competition with Jalen Sundell. And then the right guard spot, Anthony Bradford had a good offseason program, as did Christian Haynes. Both of them should be improved. And then Abe Lucas is back, and he's the healthiest he's been in quite some time. So why should we believe that things are going to be better for Seattle? I got 3 reasons for you. Let's start with the rookie Gray Zable out of North Dakota State. The 18th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft is expected to immediately come in and be your starting left guard. And I think right away he is going to be a difference maker for Seattle, and he's already got the attention of his new head coach in Mike Macdonald. Macdonald said this recently on Zable. Really excited about Gray. He's what we thought he was going to be at this point. I mean, he's going to be that. He has a certain intentionality going through the drills, hitting his spots, communicating, being decisive with Charles Cross to the left side. I think those guys are working really well together, so really fired up to see him in the fall. The great competition, the one-on-ones, getting the pads on. It's going to be a lot of fun to see him compete with the D-line. The tools are there. Everything that you're looking for from Gray Zable is right in front of him. But can he put it all together? That remains to be seen. He is a rookie. There's going to be some growing pains. This is not going to be overnight. But there's a lot of reason to be optimistic for Gray Zable here. He's learning a new position. He played tackle when he was in college at North Dakota State, when he won 2 national titles, was named an FCS All-American and an All-Missouri Valley Football Conference selection. Arms a little bit shorter, so that bodes better for the guard spot compared to when he was playing tackle previously. And just learning a new position is going to take some time as well. But with what we saw of the sample size at North Dakota State, he checked off the boxes. His overall grade, I don't care if you're playing Little Stepsisters of the Poor college or if you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. These numbers are great anywhere. 90.4 overall grade, 93.1 pass block grade, 86.5 run block grade, only allowed 1 sack. I called for 7 penalties. I believe that Gray Zable is going to be a huge difference for this Seahawks team. Do you believe in the Seahawks offensive line? Are they going to turn a corner in 2025? Type B for believe, D for don't. Keep it real with me, 12s. You might get an ad break while the ad's playing. Get your votes in and let us know what you think. Number 2 in our reasons to believe that things are going to be different for this offensive line is starting left tackle Charles Cross. Charles Cross had a big step forward in 2024, playing the best football of his career so far, and he looks like he's well on his way to being a Pro Bowl, All-Pro caliber tackle at the next level. And he's already got the attention of the folks at Pro Football Focus who said this. Despite playing on arguably the worst offensive line in football, Cross enjoyed a breakout season in his 3rd NFL season. After allowing pressure on 8.1% of pass plays in each of his first 2 seasons, he gave up pressure on just 7% of pass plays, and his 81.3 PFF pass blocking grade ranked 13th at the position in 2024. Cross fared well in run blocking too, evidenced by his 15th ranked 77.9 PFF run blocking grade. I have every reason to think that Charles Cross's best football is ahead of him. And you think about last year too. That was coming back from injury. So you have a full offseason where he's fully healthy, where he's fresh, where he's got another year under his belt here. I think the best is still yet to come for Charles Cross as he's just now starting to enter his prime years. The former first-round pick out of Mississippi State was ranked the 13th best offensive tackle in the NFL last season, and that includes all left and right tackles. So you think about that, it's pretty good company to be in. He started every game that he's played in his career at this point, 48 total starts. And when you take a step further at those grades that PFF mentioned, here's what we're talking about. Nearly 1,100 snaps and had an overall grade of 82.5, a pass block grade of 81.3, a run block grade of 77.9. Charles Cross got the job done, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for 2025. Will this be Charles Cross's best season yet? Type Y for yes, in for no. Chime in the comments section and tell us what you think. Folks, we got a great deal we're offering right now. Nike Seahawks t-shirts are on sale for $15.99 while supplies last. Chatsports.com/Seahawks tee. It's getting hot outside. You're looking for t-shirts. You're looking for Nike gear. This is the right thing for you. We got all sorts of different shapes and sizes available. It's a great deal. You can't miss on this, folks. Chatsports.com/Seahawks tee to get yours today. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's chatsports.com/Seahawks tee to get yours now. One misconception about the Seahawks offensive line in 2024 was how bad they were and the numbers that were put up for the whole season, comparably speaking to the back end of the year when they had Abraham Lucas. We saw with Lucas in the lineup, the offensive line as a whole was drastically better. So then you carry that over to 2025, and if Abraham Lucas stays healthy, then that itself is a whole different scenario than what we witnessed previously in 2024. Abraham Lucas, when he's out there, he's really solid, but the key is his availability. The best ability is availability. Abraham Lucas gave an update on his expectations for 2025. He said this recently. We're trying to be elite at very few things, but those few things are what the offense is going to be based around, and that's the run game. We're going to be elite at the run game. That's the philosophy with it. So it's not some hodgepodge of just a bunch of different stuff we're just throwing in. We're going to be elite at the basics and make sure that they work so we can do it against anybody. When it comes to Abraham Lucas, he is really good when he's healthy. Am I concerned about the knee? Of course. I think everybody should be concerned about that knee to an extent. Pete Carroll said it was a chronic issue. Mike McDonald disagrees. We won't know till we know. But if he's out there, that goes a long way for this offensive line. Abraham Lucas missed most of 2023 and 2024 with that knee injury. He's played in 29 games with 29 starts. Not a ton of time on the field in his first 3 seasons. But the former third-round pick, when he's out there, has been very solid. And last year, even when he wasn't 100% healthy, he was just glad to be out there. And he says right now he's as close to 100% healthy as he's been in a long time. His numbers held their own. They were good enough. And I have every reason to think that those numbers are going to improve this year. Offensive grade near 62. Pass block grade near 66. Run block grade near 63. A healthy healthy Abraham Lucas, that changes everything for this offensive line. And with what we're talking about, a healthy Gabe, a Pro Bowl caliber Charles Cross, and then a rookie in Gray Zable, a first-round rookie, there should be some dramatic improvements here. What's your confidence level in Abe Lucas's health entering 2024? Scale it for me, be honest, 1 through 10. I'm at about 6 right now. Cautiously optimistic. I think that's a fair way to put it. Scale it for me in the comments section. Let us know. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. For continuing Seahawks coverage, subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.